Hello all. In this video, we'll have a discussion on loose ends in receivable management. So there are basically three questions we are trying to answer. Question number one, what is credit policy? What are the types of credit policy? Question number two, what is effective rate of interest and how do we compute it? And the last one is, what is aging schedule? Why do we prepare it? Question number one, what is credit policy? Credit policy describes details of cash discount percentage, deadline for availing cash discount, and deadline for making the payment without availing cash discount. CD is cash discount. Example for credit policy is this: 2 by 15 net 45, wherein 2 refers to cash discount percentage, that is 2% it is. 15 refers to the deadline for availing CD, and 45 refers to the deadline for making payment without availing CD. That means if you are my customer, if I am going to give you this as my credit policy, I will give you 2% discount provided you make the payment on or before the 15th day. Suppose you miss this deadline, then you need to make the payment to me on or before the end of 45th day, right? So this is what an example for credit policy. The next question is, what are the types of credit policy? There are basically two types. One is known as liberal credit policy and the other one is known as tight credit policy. So liberal credit policy is otherwise known as slack credit policy. Tight credit policy is otherwise known as stringent credit policy. So they are relative in relation to the current credit policy. That means no credit policy is liberal or tight on its own. We can say a credit policy as liberal or tight in relation to current credit policy. Okay. So let's look at the current credit policy example. Let's assume it is 2 by 15 net 45. If we have to make it liberal, then it goes like this: 2 by 30 net 60. So what you find here is the deadline for availing discount is increased from 15 days to 30 days, and the final deadline for making the final payment is increased from 45 to 60 days, right? And the opposite of that is tight or stringent credit policy. Example is 2 by 10 net 30. So that means the number of days are reduced from 15 to 10 for availing discount, and the number of days is also reduced from 45 to 30 in order to make the payment, right? So this is what your liberal and tight credit policy are all about. The next question is this: what is effective rate of interest and how do we compute it? Let me help you in understanding this by this way, wherein the current credit policy is 2 by 15 net 45. Suppose if the customer pays by on or before the 15th day of sale, then she receives the discount of 2%. Else she has to make the payment on or before the 45th day of sale. Okay. So that means now the seller will prefer to receive his payment on or before the 15th day, because every day you have a loss of interest income, right? So what he is going to do if the customer is going to delay the payment is that he is going to charge some amount of interest, right? So that interest is the one we are talking about, right? That interest is the one we are talking about. So which is which can be computed this way. For example, you can say that it is going to be 20 by 980 into 100. It is 980, assuming the selling price of 1000. That means 20 is a discount, and 1000 minus 20, that is 980, into 100. If you do that, this is not correct because this is not giving you the compounding effect, right? So the effective rate of interest formula is this: 1 plus cash discount divided by price minus cash discount to the power of 365 divided by number of extra days to make payment. So that means 1 plus 20 by 980 to the power of 365 by 30, right? So what you are getting is, you are getting 1.2787 minus 1 because you have to convert this into percentage, right? So that means the effective rate of interest is 27.87%, right? So what does it mean? right? This means this. Krishna, could you tell this? Shashank? Yeah? This means that, Vishal, could you tell this? Yeah. This means that the customer is paying the seller, right, INR 27.87 for every 100 rupee, right, of the payment he has to make, right, on an annualized basis, right? So that means when the customer is delaying the payment, he is given with a penalty. That penalty is nothing but interest rate. This is how effective interest rate is computed, right? I take you to the last question of this video, that is what is aging schedule and why do we prepare it? Okay, aging schedule describes the age-wise distribution of accounts receivable. I am just giving you an illustration for that. So it's a table where in column 1 I have given age, right, classification of receivables. Column 2 I have given the amount due in that bracket. In the last column I have given what is the percentage of total, right? So that means the out of your total receivable of 14,500 crores, in the age bracket of 0 to 15 days due, 500 crores are, right, getting placed. In the next bracket it is 1500 crores. In the next bucket it is 2000 crores. In the next bucket it is 2500 crores. In the next one it is 3000 crores, and above 90 days it is 5000 crores. So among these ages, above 90 days is kind of indicating, right, poor collection efforts. So that means poor asset quality it is. So if you look at this 5000 by 14,500, it gives a percentage of 34.49. So that means out of right 100 rupee you have to get 34.49 is due above 90 days. So whereas if you go to the very first bracket, less than 15 days, it is only 3.45%, right? So that means the asset quality of the company, right, requires improvement, right? So this is the inference. So 55% of accounts receivable is above 60 days older, right? Whereas near about 14% of accounts receivable is less than 30 days older. So the inference is the firm needs to strengthen its collection efforts, and its asset quality is presently very poor, right? Yeah. So that means what does aging schedule help you? Aging schedule helps you in two things. One is it helps you in knowing the distribution of accounts receivable in different age buckets. Second one is most important one. It helps you in initiating corrective or remedial actions such that you are able to collect your dues from your customers, right? So the summary of this video, guys, are this. So question number 1 is what is credit policy? What are the types of credit policy? Second one is what is the effective rate of interest and how do we compute it? And the last one is what is aging schedule and why do we prepare it? See you in the next video, guys. Take care.